Welcome to the second installment of Cafe Etiquette, and this one will be directed to the customers rather than anyone else. So I'm talking to the customers here, and there are a lot of cafe customers out there, so this list is going to be kind of long. In fact, I might have to stretch it out into like 2 or 3 separate videos. So let's get started. And again, like the other videos, if I'm looking down away from the camera, it's because I'm reading off the list that I've written down so I don't forget anything. So anyway, here we go. Cafe customers, if you're coming into my cafe, get off your cell phone. Don't come up to the counter trying to talk to me while you're talking on your cell phone. And don't complain to me if I mess up your order because you were too busy talking to your friend on the phone to tell me what you want. I'm not going to try to, finagle around with you, trying to get you to talk between your sentences to tell me what you want. And don't complain to me. Gosh. You're the one who's distracted on your cell phone, so don't, get mad at me. And likewise, you people with the headphones, take them off. If I can hear the music, it's too loud. And don't ask me to repeat myself or talk louder because you've got your headphones on. This has happened to me a lot. That's very rude. Just take your freaking headphones off and talk to me, and we'll get along just fine, okay? If you're going to come into my cafe, buy something. Don't just sit there for an hour and chew on ice and look at me and think that's okay. That's not okay. You're just taking up space and you're annoying. Go away. Don't bring food or drinks from other places, especially if it's competition, into my cafe. Like if I'm working at SK and you bring stuff in from Starbucks, that is insulting, and that is, that's coming in and offending me, and that is driving. That's advertising for a competition company in my store, and that's not right. So, leave your own stuff out of the cafe, leave competition products out of the cafe, and just come in and buy something from my own cafe. That's why you're there. If you don't want to be there, go away and have your Starbucks in the Starbucks store. Okay? Don't come into my cafe and drink Starbucks product. Their product sucks anyway. Actually, their lattes are okay, but their coffee sucks. Don't bring your own mug from home and expect to get the discount refill price for a cup of coffee. I don't mind if you bring your own stuff in, like your own mug or cup in, but I'm not going to give you a discount price if you want a cup of coffee in it. Okay, that's not how society works. Don't ask me what's good on the menu. If you don't know what you want, take your time out, step back, and think about what you want. I mean, what am I going to say? Everything tastes like piss on our menu? I mean, really, I'm not going to decide things for you. So don't ask me to decide for you. And don't get mad at me if I decide something for you and you turn out to not like it. Because you're the one who asked me to decide for you. Alright? And all it takes is some extra time to decide what you don't want, narrow down your search, and I can help you with that, but I'm not going to decide for you. Don't complain to me or the barista person at the register about the price or the product that they sell. If you don't like it, talk to the manager, but especially in franchises, the price is usually set by the owners and upper management of the franchise itself, not the individual owners of the shop. The businessmen of the owners have no say in what to charge most things. If you don't like the product, you don't like the price, you don't have to shop there. You can go somewhere else to be pleased. Don't always compare us to Starbucks or any other franchise that you prefer. And tell us how much better Starbucks is than we are. If you want a Starbucks so badly, why the hell did you come into my shop and tell me? I mean, if you want Starbucks, don't go to Caribou. If you want Caribou, don't go to SK. If you want SK, don't go to Port City, Java. Go where you want to go, but don't go where you don't want to go and complain about it not being where you want to be. Alright? Tip. Wherever you go, tip. It's in our culture. You gotta tip, even if it's just 1 or 2 pennies. When I worked at one place, I'm not going to say where, there was a guy who came in every day for 2 years and ordered the exact same drink at the exact same time every day. And it got to the point where we had it waiting for him on the counter. He didn't even have to ask for it. He just came in, picked it up, and paid for it and walked away. And the order always came up to like $4.98 or something, and he picked up the $5 bill and got like 2 pennies and change. And he was so cheap that if he ever dropped a penny, he would chase the penny across the room to pick it up and put it in his pocket, and he never tipped those 2 pennies. It's like, my gosh, man, you've been coming in for 2 years. We're giving you excellent service for 2 years. You can't even tip us a penny? Gosh, So don't be cheap and tip, because the barista makes a lot of their money from the tips. They don't get a huge salary. They make a lot of their livelihood from the tips that people leave them. So, help a brother out. I also once had a $5 bill stolen from my tip jar. And I've had many people try to pay for their drinks from my tip jar. If you order a latte or something and you're like 25 cents under, don't take the money from my tip jar. That's my money. That's like taking money out of my pocket to pay for your drink without my permission. I mean, even if it's only a few cents, that's still my money. And I mean, I've paid for people's drinks before because they can't afford it, but I do that willfully. That's not them stealing the money from my own account. So, I mean, the tip jar is not your give a penny, take a penny jar. It's your give a penny and leave the hell alone and walk away jar. Okay? If the register is on one end of the counter, don't go to the opposite end of the counter where there's a huge wall separating you from everybody and try to order from there. And expect me to walk an extra 15 feet to the other side of the room to take your order and accommodate you. Just get in line in front of the register like everybody else and wait for your turn to order. And that way we'll all get along and it'll be a lot easier for everybody. Okay? Most cafes don't have table service, so stick around and listen for your drink to be called out and then pick it up. Don't order your drink and then take a 15-minute phone call outside and let your drink just sit there, because a lot of times those drinks pile up and we'll throw them away if they sit there for too long. And you'll come back in, you'll complain that we threw away your drink after you've already paid for it. Well, that's tough. You walked off without it. And don't sit there at the table looking at your drink for 10 minutes, sitting there on the counter, without you picking it up because you're expecting somebody to deliver it, you FedEx. That's not how it works. Stand up, stick around, wait for your drink to be called out. It'll take like 5 minutes for your drink to finish. Pick it up and then go sit down. That's how it works. I think I'm going to take a break, and I will finish the rest of this in another video. So enjoy, and can't wait to talk to you again. Love ya. Bye.